What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. We've got some follow-up news from earlier today concerning the releases. I was out. I was taking care of some stuff, so I couldn't make a video immediately after we got this update from many sources, but for this particular video, we'll go with Brady Henderson concerning the Jamal Adams release. So, the initial report indicated that the release of Jamal Adams would be post June 1st. As it turns out, it's not. And this has been known for a couple of hours now, so most people probably already know about this. But this is very interesting, I think. I actually kind of find this very fascinating. And I got some mixed thoughts on it. I'm not sure how to feel about this one, so let's talk through this one. So what this means is that the Seattle Seahawks will eat all of the dead money for Jamal Adams this year. They will take on that dead cap hit, and next year they won't have to think about it at all. It'll all be gone. It'll all be flushed off the books. There's going to be nothing to say about it anymore. So 2024 is the only season where the Seahawks will have to take on Jamal Adams' dead money. So the benefit to that is clear, right? You get him off in time for the 2025 offseason, and it's done. And also, when you post June 1st release a player, the financial benefit does not hit until after June 1st. So if you had post June 1st released Jamal Adams, you would have saved like $16.5 million, I think. Something like that. But that $16.5 million would not have been freed up until June 1st, or I guess June 2nd. June 2nd is after the first several waves of free agency. Like at that point, there isn't much left in free agency. There might be like one stud player left, maybe. And then it's a bunch of guys who are just trying to find some practice squad or training camp to latch onto for the most part. Like guys like Mario Edwards might still be there. Guys who are on vetmin contracts might still be there. Or looking for a vetmin contract might be there. But the primo guys are all gone. Post June 1st, that's a month after the draft. So when you really think about it, that's not really money you're going to be able to use on free agents. So I can understand why they're doing this. And I'm not saying it's bad. But I got to admit, this surprises me, and I think there are some downsides to this move that I'm not really behind here. And overall, I do think that a post-June 1st release would have been better. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Let's explore the benefits of the post-June 1st release. So here we go. Let's say it's $16.5 million, because I believe that's what it would have been if you had released him with a post-June 1st designation. You don't get that money until June 1st. However, that I think would have been okay. Because here's the thing. Your draft class, which you typically do not start signing until after June 1st, those rookie contracts, your first round pick, third round picks, fourth round picks, those guys that you don't sign until you actually get to the training camp, you get to the OTAs, you get to mini camp, those guys, yeah, that's going to cost about $10 million. So all of your rookie money could have come from the Jamal Adams post June 1st cut. And then you would have had $6.5 million left over, which would have covered the injury buffer that you need for the regular season, usually about like $4 million. Maybe you want to carry a little bit more so you have room to make a trade in the middle of the season. But that would have covered both those things, I think, pretty easily. It also might have covered a August or July signing like a Mario Edwards. It actually would have been kind of perfect, right? Because $16.5 million, $10 million goes to the draft picks, and then $6.5 million goes to the rainy day fund, where you anticipate injuries happening and anticipate a potential midseason trade, right? Like that just kind of makes sense. That's actually perfect. So you could have just said, we're going to spend all the cap space that we have pre-June 1st on free agents, on outgoing free agents and incoming free agents, and then we're just going to know that we have that $16.5 million left over for our rookie class. So I think you could have done that, and it would have been totally fine. I don't think not having that money until post June 1st would have been a problem. But I think even bigger than that, post June 1st releases, I think should be looked at as, by some definition, a way to actually save money. And I know that sounds a little bit weird because a post June 1st cut means you split the dead cap hit across 2 years. So first year it's half, second year it's half, right? And some people would say, well, you're not saving money. It's the exact same amount of money. You got to remember, the cap is going up. It's like inflation. The value of a dollar goes down each year because the cap goes up every year. And that to me is the main reason why I would have done post June 1st, because by some definition, as long as the cap goes up, you are saving money by pushing the dead money into a future year. So more than anything else, I would have looked at it like that. It's costing you less. It's not costing you more to do it. Like, think about it. If you had a credit card with 0% interest, like it just never accrued interest, you would use that credit card all the time, right? Why wouldn't you? That's basically what these post-June 1st cuts are in many ways. Especially when you can justify it by saying, we're going to take the money that we don't unlock until June 1st and spend it on stuff we know we're going to need to post-June 1st. The rookies, the injury buffer, the trade buffer. So, to me, that's the main reason why I think this might be a mistake. I would have done post-June 1st and just said, look, we're going to kick half that dead cap hit to 2025, knowing that the value of that dead cap is less than it is now, as long as the cap goes up. And the cap's going to keep going up, guys. Like, I mean, as long as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't break up this offseason, I can't imagine that cap going anywhere but up. And probably dramatically up. It could go up to like 280. And suddenly, the Jamal Adams dead cap hit seems really small. But that only applies if you actually kick that cap hit out to 2025. So, I don't know. To me, this is a mistake. I do like having the extra $6 million for this offseason. I do. I understand the benefit of that. I understand why that might be desirable. I understand that it's nice to have the books completely clear for 2025, but guess what? There's other stuff you're going to have to do in 2025. By the way, don't forget the rollover part. Money you don't spend in 2024 rolls over to 2025. So now you're not going to have that rollover because you took on all the dead money now. And this basically wipes out the increase in the cap, right? Because doing this means we take on almost 10 million, a little more than 10 million additional dead cap this year. The cap increase was like 13. So that basically ate up the whole thing. So I don't know. I just wanted to walk through that, try to understand it. But to me, I think this is a misjudgment on the part of John Schneider and Mike McDonald. Regardless, I do want to draw attention to this from Over the Cap. They posted some new cap numbers, and players are dropping like flies all across the NFL right now, so this is subject to change at any second. As of right now, with these releases on the books of Dissly, Diggs, and Adams, we have $36 million in cap space, which is 16th in the NFL. You can see there are some teams with way more cap space than us, but we are now right in the middle. We're a little bit worse off in effective cap space, 28, or call it 29 million. Also, we have fewer roster spots filled than any other team in this top 16. But it's gotten pretty good. It's gotten pretty reasonable. And I'm not anticipating us to be massive free agency buyers or anything. So, should be more than enough to take care. And let's go ahead and wrap up this video by talking about the effect of these cuts. Here's the hierarchy of needs that I wrote up when the offseason started. Tight end, free safety, and strong safety have been impacted. So tight end was a high need anyway. It's a even bigger need now. Free safety, however, now goes to high need because we literally don't have a healthy one unless you believe in Kobe Bryant. So free safety is now a high need. Strong safety was no need, but now we have one strong safety healthy on the roster. It's Julian Love. He's on the last year of his deal. And that's okay, but I now think strong safety is a medium need. And we go ahead and erase that from there, bump this up, delete that. And I think we are a little more in line with where the team stands right now. So currently the watch is on Brian Monet, who has not been released yet. Needs to be released very badly. Need to move off that contract post haste. If he's still not healthy, by the way, that's going to infuriate me because he got hurt, I want to say 15 months ago. It wasn't even an Achilles, it was an ACL, right? Like, what the heck is going on there? I haven't seen Brian Monet in 15 months. Is he still alive? Did he disappear like Bison Deli? Is he walking the earth like Jules in Pulp Fiction? Like, what is going on? Brian Monet, Nick Bellore, D. Eskridge. Those are some moves that could be coming that would free up a little bit more cap space. We could get up to like 45 million pretty easily. Some people are going to be waiting on a Lockett decision. I'm not anticipating a Lockett move, but it's certainly possible. And yeah, I think that's really about the main stuff that's going on here. You go back to the original cut list. I don't think there's much left that can be done unless you don't like Julian Love. So yeah, see you guys later. Go Hawks. More videos coming later, but let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this post-June 1st stuff, pre-June 1st stuff, because I got to tell you, I think this might be a mistake on the part of our front office.